Hello, hello, hello. Off to a great start. Didn't unmute the microphone. Um, we are doing an unexpected stream tonight of Frostpunk 2. Um, Something I haven't streamed yet. A game I was really into at launch. I finished the story mode and then did a little bit of the Utopia Builder stuff, but didn't get back to it, and have recently been kind of getting back into it. So it's been some time since I played this one, which is why tonight this one is titled "This Won't Go Well," because we'll see how well this goes. Because it's been some time, but I did finish the story mode, so I do know the mechanics of the game. Um, so let's see. It's a Saturday night grab bag here. So we're gonna start a new Utopia mode, Windswept Peaks. We're gonna try to create a metropolis. I want to focus on the main city. Um, See, so this is what I mean by it's been a little bit of time. So each of these groups has their own kind of unique traits and everything. I don't remember all of them. I did know this pretty well after going through the story mode. Um, we'll do laborers and merchants. Why not? And uh, moderate challenge, but with a margin for error and room to correct mistakes. Yeah, yeah, that sounds about right for late night Saturday unexpected streams. Let's do it. Let's do this, said Cow from the famous book Punk Farm. All the parents out there will get that one. All right. Let's do this. The end of the world changes people, it changes us. Us, the laborers, factory workers, and manual laborers who learned you must toil together to survive. The merchants, traders, and shopkeepers skilled in enterprise and bold ventures. The machinists, descendants of groups that built the initial cities and maintained their machinery. We choose you, our student. We choose you, Pikachu. No, sorry. We choose you as our steward to lead the city as overpopulation looms and resources dwindle. We all dream of a better future, what it should look like. This we can't agree on. Tension stirs, and radicals rear their heads, just like Victoria 3. Navigating this will be your ultimate challenge. So I won't go through what the story here is. Obviously, it's Frostpunk 2, it's a sequel. If you haven't played the first Frostpunk, highly recommend it. Let's see, Dream of Utopia. The work of building a promised land begins. Resources run low after years of barely getting by. We must expand. We must construct basic infrastructure and begin researching better methods. We also need a council to vote on common rules. We must learn to live and live together, lest we die apart. So Frostpunk, this game has gotten a lot of mixed reviews from people because it's a very, let's pause here, a very different game. Frostpunk 1 is a great game. Frostpunk 1 is basically focused on this area here. You build up your inner city. In that game, it's not the inner city, it's just your city. Now, in this game, the city is just the central district. And now you're focused on expanding out, and all the mechanics and everything are much different. It's more a game of like resource management and like supply chains, which I think lends itself well to like a Victoria 3 player. But the thing about Frostpunk is everything goes to shit very quickly. So, so get ready for that. Which is why this very well might fail. Um, but that's why it's late night on a Saturday. We're not streaming very long because so this kind of fits it well. All right. Now the mistake I always made when I was going into Utopia mode here is, so what do you want to build first? So here are your districts. So first you got to do is housing, right? We have negative 67 housing. A housing district will shelter 20 people. But you can expand the district twice to get an additional 10. So we're basically going to need like 2.5 districts, which means like 3 districts, but the third one we move down a little bit. Then you need coal, because you got to keep the generator running. Everybody freezes to death. So we'll go for this coal. Then I always used to think, oh, the next thing you do is food, because people need to eat, right? But you start with actually a very large stockpile of food. You start with a decent amount of materials, but I think the thing you go for are these prefabs, because these are going to run out quickly, and once you're out of these, you can't build anything anymore, and you're just crippled. You got to start deconstructing districts to do it. So get this first kind of thing of prefabs, and then materials. You need the materials. The goods, I always want to get to the goods. It's hard to get to them because everything is just always going to shit. Okay, the first thing we need is a housing district. So we'll start over here. So you want to get you can't pause the tooltip, so I can't really point to it. But these heat things, you want to get 3 of these because it gives you like less heat demand, and then you want to build the rest of it up. But you want to build it anticipating that you're going to have twice that you can build a 3-spot expansion. So the first expansion will be here. We want to keep this for the next district, so this will be the last. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'll be our district. So we'll build that one. We'll build the next district right here. And then we can expand it next. So we'll build those 2 to start. Then extraction district. Oh yeah, okay, so we can't, so this is a new mechanic for this game. You gotta frost break to get to this stuff. So basically the ice is just like so built up, you gotta send people out there to like break the ice in order to get to it. And you want to build, or you want to frost break again with the idea that you're going to want to expand that district. Okay, so that's good for now. All right, so let's unpause. We can start building this stuff. So here's the amount of, so this is our total population. This is the amount of workforce we have. Workforce is going to be scarce. Well, it's not scarce right now, but eventually it will run out. Your workforce increases quite a bit during the game, but never at the rate that you need it. Heat stamps is like the currency, so this is our money. So we're getting plus 13 a week. I feel like, hold on here. Now I'm going to give the game away a little bit. Playing this on GeForce Now. I wonder if the increased... Yeah, I feel like it kind of looks better with the enhanced graphics. Yeah, you can see everything a little better. We'll do that. Okay. So we're building this stuff. I I don't know why it's acting like I've never seen any of these tutorials. I just want to... I hate having that thing blinking in my corner. So down here are interest groups, basically. The laborers, the machinists, the merchants. There will be more. And then this is like their happiness. The system that they have in this game of creating laws is actually kind of interesting. You really have to, like, in order to get people to support a certain law, you got to make promises for other laws you might not want. It's kind of interesting. Okay. So this housing district is done, so we're going to expand it. Expand that one. So the reason why we're doing this is because, so we have a deficit of 27 housing. And so when you have a deficit of housing, living space available to your citizens increases cold when lacking. Yeah. And so this is the level of cold. If this starts to increase too much, then disease starts to spread. As disease starts to spread, people get sick. They have to leave the workforce, and then they eventually die. And it all just exponentially spirals out of control. Oh, okay. We can build our extraction district here. So here's the disadvantage of building. So we want to get some of this heat in... That's not a good district, though. We can expand out to this additional one, but we'll miss this one. Because you can only expand these once. So 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Then we can expand it there. Alright, we'll do that. So, we have a deficit of 70 coal. You know, I don't know what it is. I don't like this. The enhanced graphics seem to work well for everything except this. I'm gonna get rid of it. We'll see how it works. Okay. Actually, I can't decide. Whatever. We'll keep it. I do stream with GeForce Now because I love GeForce Now.
Frostbite is not contagious. Open your
Words of wisdom right there.
to those who have none.
So we're going to take this as slow as we can. Oh, I forgot. We can name our city. New Hamcuts. The city of New Hamcuts. Alright. So you can kind of zoom into the districts here. They got a little Christmas tree going on. Although I don't think they ever take it down, so, you know. They're like a lot of us. Mine is down, although it took a while. But all the districts you can kind of like zoom in at some point here. Okay. So we're now using materials because our coal plant came online. Let's expand it. So we're adding 30 right now. Once that finishes, we'll add more. So this is our... I guess there's no way to move your mouse onto the tooltip here. But you can see our stockpile. We can get up to 50,000 coal. So that's as much as we can do. We have our calendar here. And so you can see, so the temperature will go down when this one gets all the way over here. And that'll increase our heat demand. Okay, so 5 registered as sick. That's because we have people sleeping out in the cold, which means... Yeah, so there's 5 people absent from work. So, one of these buildings has 5 less workers right now. Is it this one? Can't really tell. Oh, okay, so, yeah, let's expand some more. So this stuff means when you get housing too close to, like, industrial stuff, you get the heat benefit, but you also get squalor, which... From what I remember, so it damages the buildings. I think it increases disease too. I could be wrong about that, but I know it does damage the buildings, and so you'll need to spend materials to fix them. So we'll expand that. We'll expand that. So that's going to get us a total of 10. We'll still need 7. So, we're going to build another housing district. Now you only want to take 3 in the blue here, because you only can get up to 3 benefit. And then when you expand it, you can use these for, like, the additional benefits. So we'll build another housing district. So when this one completes, you can see it here. Well, they're expanding, so we can't. But when it's done expanding, so this is at 100%, you can decrease, like, the amount that it's operating. And so you'll have, like, a plus something housing. So basically you have housing that's, like, additional housing that's not being used, which is being heated. So you put it down to save on your heating cost, and then scale it up as you get more people. Okay. Now, we're going to build a research thing, because of course in all these games there's always a tech tree. But you can eventually research and get buildings for each of these districts, and then as you expand the districts, you're going to add more buildings. Usually, though, I think most of these 2 is the most, and you got to build a new district. But it gives you, like, additional stuff. Okay, so while we're doing this, we need to get these prefabs. Yeah, see, we don't want to get it too close. If we build here, now we're going to get squalor in there. But we're not going to get any discount on the heat here, which is fine, because this is something that's going to deplete and then just goes away. We're going to, like, dismantle it. So we're just going to keep this here separated. We'll eat the additional heat cost right now. And then we need to build the research institute so we can get our research going. So next we want to take care of the materials. You see, look, we're at plus 13 housing now. So we don't need that. So we're going to knock that down. And so you can see we're now at plus 1 housing, and we have no heat demand for this district because since it's so close to the other districts are basically heating it. And then once we get like additional population, we'll open that up more. So this means we have no deficit in heat. All right, we got our research institute. Sorry, taking some insulin here so I stay alive. I am a type 1 diabetic, so there you go. Okay, so now we can research. It costs usually like 50 heat stamps. Oh, look at that. 5-6 people returned. We got our prefab district. We don't need to expand this one because, I mean, there's not a lot here. It's going to run for 53 weeks. I know, which sounds like a lot, but it goes quickly in this game actually. And so we are getting 15 a week. That's all we really need from this. All right, first thing, so we need new ideas to move forward. However, different communities may propose diverging answers to the same issue. They will only pursue solutions that align with their worldview. Choosing a community to develop an idea will improve your relations with that community. So basically what they're saying is, we're not doing the coal mines thing here yet, but so like the machinists, I like to say interest group from playing so much Victoria 3. In here they call it a community. So the machinist community, they want a blasting coal mine, which will get us we build this building, we can get an additional 180 coal. It'll take 60 materials to run, but it'll increase squalor. Oops. Whereas the merchants and the laborers both want shaft coal mines, which, so you take a hit on how much coal you get, but you don't get the squalor. So that's like, and it makes these guys happy because you research their idea. So that's the situation. But the first thing you want to go for here is the generator upgrade. So this allows you to have like different types of inputs to the generator in order to keep it running. So we'll research that idea. And we can't do any laws until we build this council hall. Although we can build it now. We should do it early. Let's just do it. Sometimes I kind of sleep on that, because there's just so much to take care of. Like these materials. So the food, you see like, oh, well, 43 weeks, 48 weeks. But the more buildings you build, the more materials you use, so it'll last for shorter. So we really need to get the materials going. And look, I have a ton here. But, so these are all grayed out because we've got to frost break it. Okay, we'll end up frost breaking those two later. So let's frost break that. So now we're starting to run out of our heat stamps. So you see we get 13 a week, but we lose 3.6 that we could potentially get. What's this? Okay, so the council is done. So if we built industrial districts to take care of the shortage in goods, people will be buying goods, which will generate more heat stamps for us. All right. So here's the council chambers. All right, so So there's no defined standards for how goods are produced. Citizens will provide some food during calm weather. Disease is increased. I'm going to try to do a run to minimize disease, because from what I remember of this game, disease is an issue. So this could be something, the goods thing. Basic necessities. I kind of forget what the first stuff to do is. Oh yeah. Heat stamps income per capita slightly increased. We might need that. Contagion rules, we'll get that eventually. Yeah, these are all for difference or later on. Yeah, funerals, childhood. So these are kind of like the more extreme rules we don't need yet. Yeah, I think we do first the basic necessities. Basic necessities such as food, rations, and basic clothing are customarily provided without compensation, but practices can differ from place to place. Production efficiency slightly increased. Heat stamps income is increased. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So free essentials based on availability. The city will ensure that all citizens are provided with what they need to survive for free, including basic rations and clothing. The laborers like this. Paid essentials to foster responsibility and reward work. Citizens will be charged a small fee in exchange for essentials such as basic rations and clothing. So this one is better. And the merchants like this. So here's the thing. God, I forgot the number you got to get to. If it's like 50 or 60. So 35 people are definitely voting yes. 16 are definitely voting no. And so here are the undecided voters. You know, the people that we cater to all the time. Okay, so we'll propose this. Now, where does it say it? Does it tell you how much you need? So we could just vote it, and these hesitant ones will split, and you can just hope for the best, or you can negotiate something. So the laborers are the ones mostly against it. I want you to vote for this. So we give them one of their agenda. Everyone must share the materials demand is slightly decreased. Except all outsiders. Oh, actually, okay. So this is kind of the cool thing about this game, right? So you got to make these compromises. So this is a compromise that I have to make, but this is a law I eventually will want to just accept everybody. Population growth is increased. So I'll promise them I'll pass this law because I want to pass this law. And so now 66 are for it. And it will pass. So let's vote. Yeah, there it is. 51 is required. We probably could have just put this up for vote. And it very likely would have passed. But if you really need something, you don't want to leave it up to chance. So now I have 39 weeks to pass this law. Otherwise, that community is gonna be pissy with me. Now the temperature's going down, so we want to get this stockpile built up. We try to get down here. Yeah, let's do that. So we're getting prefabs here. Oh yeah, okay, so we need, oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so we need to build our materials extraction district. Yeah, we'll do this one, and then when we expand it, we'll do 1, 2, 3, and grab those two in. So we got 2 heat benefits. There we go. So when you start running out of materials, all like the districts start to break down really quickly, and you start to lose the benefits of them. Now eventually we do want to get to these corners, because in these corners you can build your okay, so this section is exposed to the wind, so we're going to need additional heat. So we don't want to build right out there to begin with. So this is cold, so we want to get here. This is unfortunate. Our map spawned us this. Oh yeah, and then after you pass a law, yeah, it counts as in recess, so there's like a certain amount of time that you gotta wait.
The price of gruel has been reduced. This week only.
You gotta wonder if that dude's only job is to speak on the microphone. Like, what a cushy job to get in the end times. That's the difference between people born with connections. You get the nice cushy jobs in the end times. Hey! Alright. So our materials are at a surplus. Okay. So the machinists want us to build oil pumps. Alright, so yeah, the generator can run exclusively on oil, but with yeah, we definitely don't want this. We don't want it to. I did a run one time where I did this and it was so stupid. You can only use oil. You got to go out there and find oil. There is an eventual tech that you can use to turn coal into something that you use for it, but man, that one sucked. Deep melting drill. Installation using heat from the generator to access almost unlimited deeper veins of resources. Yeah, we don't need this yet because we're not running out of things. So now we're going to research the hothouses because we need to build a food district, and then we want to put a building there to increase it. So the machinists are 20. Yeah, look at that. So the merchants are the majority of the city. Industrial-sized hothouses where chemical nutrients are injected into tubs of crops to accelerate their growth. So you get 50 food, 40 heat, and squalor. Yeah, I mean, the drum hothouse is clearly superior. So we'll research that. And then while we do that, where do we have food? So we got food down here. Oh, what do these people want? Stuart, now that we are charging for essentials, some unemployed families are unable to afford basic necessities. Work goes to the worthiest. If these people were passed up, it's their own damn fault. They should put in the work instead of expecting the city to solve their problems, claimed one merchant's delegate. Others are more measured and say we could provide them with a weekly allowance. If we can't offer them work, we will give them a budget. Up to them to use it wisely. What should we do? So we get less heat stamps. Or nothing changes, which means people get a little more upset. Yeah, let's... Okay, well, we'll allocate the thing. We can take a little bit of a hit in our heat stamps. Okay, so build a food district. Yeah. Let's see, we, yeah, so we'll do this, and then we'll expand it. We take this one, and then we just do 1, 2, 3 to expand it. Yeah. But we're not going to get any heat benefit on that. So, next, an industrial district would be nice. Excuse me. So the industrial district, you can choose whether you create prefabs or goods. It's the main place where you get goods. But it's one of those things where, like, you don't want to put it near things because it creates a bunch of squalor. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we gotta pass accept all outsiders. So let's do it. So we have 43 for it. I feel like I'm tempted to just take a vote on it without having to, like, negotiate. So I feel like we will get 8 more people. Let's do it. There we go. It passed. Passed overwhelmingly. The laborers are delighted you kept your word. They now look upon your rule more positively and consider you a leader with integrity. See, the thing that kind of sucks too is as you make one group happy, it always kind of pisses off some other groups. The political system in this game is really cool, and the whole game is really cool. I really love this game. The reason why I kind of talk about it like this is because I feel like everything I've listened to and read about this game when it was released were all kind of like mixed, and I feel like it was kind of unfair because I feel like all of the people who gave either a mixed or negative review, it all kind of amounted to like, oh, it's not, it's a completely different game from the first Frostpunk, and I kind of like that. I mean, if you want to play Frostpunk, play the first Frostpunk, and the what they did with this, like, it makes total sense. Like, the first Frostpunk was about building this. How do you make a second game where you're just again building this? Like, now it's about expanding out, but that is going to completely change the mechanics and everything about the game. So that's my 2 cents. My two heat stamps. But man, I swear to God, I feel like this was last night's stream too. I don't know what it is about late night. I suddenly have to blow my nose every 2 seconds. I haven't had to blow my nose all day. Now suddenly I'm like sneezing and congested. Here we go. Stuart, a new count has revealed significant growth in our population in recent weeks. Some attribute the rise to an influx of settlers from the Frostland, others to births outnumbering deaths. Whatever the cause, we have adjusted our calculations of the city's needs to reflect the new numbers. So now you can see our housing went down. Let's bump that up. And let's expand. Yeah, we could go out that way, but we could also save on heat. So let's do that. And that'll be enough. The expanded part gives you 5 additional housing. So that'll give us what we need. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Outsiders idling. Do not be upset. Be proud. Our city is a beacon for the destitute of the Frostland.
So expand that. Good, here we go. And we'll expand this district. Okay. Oh. Okay, yes, but so the more we build, the more heat we need. And I keep forgetting, so we haven't actually built. Wait, did we? Council Hall. Oh, the generator. We did. Okay. So we built the generator upgrade. Wait, what's this? Sue Miller, who's 12. Cindy's pa went and got her a governess. I don't know why I'm doing that with a southern accent. Like I'm just gonna not do accents because I'm horrible at it. Like she's gonna be a duchess or something. Not on our watch. We roughed up the little bitch all night. Oh man, I don't know. I gotta look up what the cursing things are in this. What our curse is? How many are you allowed? I mean, it's in the game here. Like, what am I gonna do? Anyway, Ferguson's boys will learn this too. If they try and wife us again tonight, we'll pull razors and say we'll cut out their eyes. It'll be good fun. But what we want is a proper rumble. Short blades only. Come on. Who wants to play? Yeah, so we need law. It's based. This whole thing's just about we need laws regulating the kids. The damn kids. Okay, I'm gonna pause this and get a tissue. I'll leave this on. Get a good, nice look at the city. Okay. And we're back. So, now that we have the adaptive pump... Oh, the drum houses. Actually, no, we want that first. No, we don't. We don't. We want... So you'll see... Where is it? There it is. So these hot springs can add, or whatever they're called, geothermal spring, can add to our heat. So because there's a geothermal spring, everything in here needs less heat. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. Now we got to research. Oh yeah, that's right. So we don't have. We need at least 50 heat stamps. Yeah, we got. Well, 37 weeks of food. The drum hothouse, we're gonna need 80 for that. Well, first things first, take care of your heat and your coal, because the cold is coming. So we're gonna use the heat stamps first for this extraction district. This is kind of the nice thing here, though. We don't need to build it near a district. We can just, like, be out there. So we build this. Let's put less of a demand for coal, which is nice. Before we research, we will build the drum hothouse. Oh, we can do another law. Oh yeah, food additives. So what can we do? Citizens will provide some food during calm weather. Food production efficiency is increased, but disease is increased. See, I feel like we do this because citizens will provide some food during calm weather, and this is a stockpileable thing. Ooh. Although not a lot of people are for it. Although not a lot of people are against it. Let's propose this. And let's negotiate. What do they want? So use a community action on machinists. Machine-centric shifts. Or city development effort. Oh, yes. I forgot about this law. This was a very important one. So the main district will produce a small amount of prefabs. That does come in handy. I do like this law. Everyone must support the production of prefabs to help the expansion of the city. This is one I want to pass anyway, so we'll promise that. I mean, we need basically like 19 additional votes. I'm willing to risk it. Let's do it. There we go. There we go. By 6 votes. Okay. So... yeah, forged additives. So we're getting 18 more.
Have reached a decision. A new
So once we get to 80 heat stamps, we'll put a hothouse in there. How much food does the hothouse give us? Drum hothouse? 60. Yes. Perfect. We still got a lot of workers, so that's good. Honestly, we should build another coal thing. Yeah, so you can see our prefab thing here is already running out, which is fine by us. Although we do want to get it, an industrial district online fairly soon. Although once we pass this law, the central district will produce some. So we can see here that it already produces 40 goods, 40 food, 190 heat. We get 12 guard squads and 40 shelter. Feral children. Stuart, 5 children are dead and dozens lay wounded after 2 large youth gangs met for what they called a rumble. Most of the children were armed with knives. The fighting escalated to a full-scale battle. As the parents of the deceased mourn, many insist these children should not have been left unattended. Indeed, many backstreet alleys seem to be overtaken by uncared-for youth. Some areas are beginning to be dangerous even for adults. So you'll have 30 weeks to pass either family apprenticeship or mandatory school. Yeah, we'll do it.
For a detailed list of obituaries, please visit your local administrative office.
So we now have 2 laws that we need to get to. And it's about to get colder. So let's expand this district. So let's take a look at the generator. So fuel mix. Let's see, where is that? So the expanded, no, the input, the output generator 190. I thought it told. Oh yeah, here we go. So the district's giving 165 for heat. It's giving 110. So 175, which is why we're at a deficit. Alright, so we need... It's not ideal, because if we want to expand that, it's not going to be great. Okay. Let's research something for materials. Massive sawmill loading frozen wood directly into mulching machines that separate usable materials from waste byproducts. So plus 2, oh man, plus 200 materials. Increases squalor though. 150, no squalor. I don't know. Because the additional 50 materials will be really nice in terms of putting some industrial areas online. I think we'll take the squalor. Oops. So that'll be a building we can put in the materials extraction thing here.
If you're unsure whether forage
I believe.
additive is safe for consumption,
Oh, here we go. Okay, we can do the law thing.
Scout office.
Yeah, city development effort. We'll do that one first because that was the first one. Yeah. I feel like I don't need to make any compromises on this. There's nobody against it. And we just need like 15 additional votes. I'm just going to vote on this one. There we go.
The eyes have it.
The machinists are happy. So now, yeah, we're getting 5 a week from the Central District.
Attention,
Okay, Chris.
citizens. A new law is in effect.
Yeah, crime, I know all this stuff. Just mark them all as red. Alright. Oh, what's this? Crime in the city. The crime problem in our city continues to worsen. Scarcity of goods may drive people to acts of crime when they don't see other ways to obtain necessities. Making goods available helps ensure people don't revert back to a free-for-all. If they do, watchtowers and prisons might become necessary. It's also worth examining if our laws are helping us fight crime. If crime runs rampant, people might be injured or killed. Tensions will grow and radicals among us will grow in popularity. We'd best ensure it does not come to this. Yeah, so I really need to address the goods here. Ooh. Yeah, we have a big increase in that. So we need to create an industrial district. So where are we going to put it? See, anywhere it touches... Well, we can make it touch here. Yeah, we'll do this. Because we want the heat benefit. But if it touches any other district, I know these industrial districts really increase squalor. Oh, I forgot about the hothouse. Oh my god, I keep forgetting. We gotta do that. How much food do we have left? 35 weeks. Okay. Oh, and this. Really? Even with this? Okay, what do we... The sawmills, yeah. We need to research, or have we already? My mic's in the way here. No, we haven't. We need to research the building for the coal shaft here. is coming. I think I kind of goofed on this one. 35 weeks. But that's going to go down when the cold hits. So there is that. Yeah, so we see here, because this thing is bleeding out of here, crime significantly increased by goods scarcity. Oh yeah, and we got to do the childhood laws thing. Yeah, I know. Ah. So we want to make goods. I could put longer shifts. Yeah. No, we need to make the hothouse. And now we're finally at the point of no workers. Oh, well this, okay. So this is about to go away. So we'll wait for that to finish. We'll build the drum hothouse.
Help us keep you warm. Report all leaks and damages to the nearest maintenance office.
Okay, the mechanized sawmill. Turns out we didn't really need that. Okay, here we go. Stuart, we're struggling with heat stamps. A group of merchants have come forward with an idea on how to solve it. We should pass service exemptions. Let us pursue it, and the city will benefit. The merchants look with distrust at what other communities propose. They would surely appreciate you getting behind their idea. I wish it would tell me what this law was. Well, let's do it. We're gonna need it. We need the heat stamps. I don't know, that might have been a goof actually right there. Alright. So the hothouse, we need that. How many workers do we have? 520. We need to address this. So we need, let's see, the blasting coal mine. 180 plus 180 plus 120. I think we'll take the squalor on this one. Research that. Do we have the time to wait for it? Well, we can expand this. No, we can't. Really? We gotta frost break that? I find that surprising. Well, can we use this opportunity to frost break out to that? Yeah, we might as well. Or should we? Doesn't look very smart. Yeah, we'll do that because we can eventually use the space out here. We've got some prefabs out there. So we have another geothermal thing here. The thing that's nice about the geothermal thing is, well, no, actually, I don't. I was gonna say the nice thing about it is you can't stockpile it, but that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's best to take the coal. if I want to expand that yet. Okay, so we need to do the childhood thing. Service exemptions. Okay, no. Society, that's what we want. Childhood. So either family apprenticeship or mandatory school, all children must work alongside one of their relatives so that they learn their trade and continue the family tradition. Percentage of active workers is increased. Mandatory school, to guarantee that all children have the skills and knowledge needed in the city, we will establish a mandatory school program supported by the city. Research speed is increased, but heat stamps income is decreased. I don't know. Sorry, kids, but you're going to do this. We need a whole 31. There's 0 against. Let's roll the dice. Let's roll the dice. Wow. Wow. Man, large amount. Alright. I didn't have to make any promises for it. Look at that, we got a big increase to the amount of workers. And
A cold spell will soon hit us. Prepare accordingly.
we have 4 weeks. Let's pause here for a second.
Take note.
Oh yeah, so we can expand this. We need to frostbreak. Out to this coal. We need to make up the blasting coal mine. We're also going to need that. We've got 4 weeks. 3 weeks. Before everybody starts freezing to death. Alright, so we're stockpiling food. We're stockpiling materials. We could actually tone it down on this. Yeah, look at that. We have a lot more workers because this is almost full. So that gives us the workers. Okay. All right. Oh, you know, we should save. We should save. We're also going to rearrange some stuff.
aspects of your job. This is how they learn.
My man here is like tough love all the way. Although he's sitting inside at a microphone. People who just sit inside at microphones. Ugh. Oh, we got the blasting coal mine. Alright. Alright, let's try this. I think that's a little better. Keep it on this side. Oh, hello. Longing to join his wife in the beyond. 90 years old, 90 summers. Well, winters more like. I've had a good life, I guess. Well, I've had a life anyway. I feel you. Not everyone in the old Queen Hythe crew can say the same. I'd always thought I'd be sharing my Liddy's grave, but now Pete's pressuring me to donate my body to the city. Oh yeah, this one. Apparently, them doctors are using dead folks' skin to fix up frostbite or something. Can't they leave me alone? Haven't I been through enough? Yeah, funeral laws. Okay. Well, we'll get to that. I mean, Jesus Christ. Okay, so we're out of coal. We don't have enough heat. Everybody's freezing. So let us get the blasting coal mine, because another 180 coal. And then let's expand this. Building, building, building. Population increased. We need more housing. All right. Oh. Ooh, we need more prefabs. We need like 200 of them. Yeah, let's produce prefabs until we get to 200. So we're doing 18 a week. Alright, at least everything is heated. Although it's about to get colder. Of course. I mean, I could always do another blast coal mine, but we need more heat stamps. I think we do that. So once we get to 80, we'll do another. Oh, now we can do this. Service exemptions. Everyone must volunteer their time outside of work as needed unless they purchase an exemption from the city. Heat stamps income. Yeah. And I think we just go with this one. We just need 10 more votes. There we
The
go.
delegates have spoken. The law.
Alright. We fulfilled everybody's promises. So, the merchants are happy with us. The machinists are happy. And the laborers are like, yeah, you're okay, dude.
Take note.
Oh man, the funeral thing. Stuart, there was a shameful display during a wake yesterday. Some of the deceased family wanted a traditional burial, while others complained about wasteful antics and said the body should be donated to further the city's health care. This could save people's lives, was answered with, I won't risk my father's soul. And as people got more heated, they eventually came to blows. In the aftermath of the fight, the body disappeared, and each side suspects the other of foul play. Oh my god, we lost a body. Sadly, this is not an isolated incident. Maybe we need common rules to get everyone on the same page. The persistent lack of a law regulating funerals is causing tension to rise even further. Yeah, fine. I'll fix this issue. I'll get right on top of that, Rose. Alright. I want to build another blasting coal mine. And then, when we're done, we build more housing. We need 200 prefabs. We're going to build another housing district. And when we're done with that, we're going to, get more prefabs. We can do it there. What will I need for the extraction district? 150. I don't need any for frost breaking. So I need 150 to build that extraction, and I'll need 200 for that, so I need 350. Okay. Oh. Materials are going down. Though we can kind of afford it, but let's not go down so much. Yeah, well, let's stay here like this. Let's actually fill the stockpile. I love that whoever the voice of this guy is, I feel like every player in the game must be like, this dude. But there's some real person out there who recorded that, who's just like ordering at a Starbucks, and you're like, huh? Oh my god, that's the guy. I already hate this guy. That's gotta be an interesting fan meeting. Oh my god, you're the annoying city voice guy from Frostpunk. Alright. Ooh, we are really building up here. This is good. So we've got our second thing online. Although that means, we are gonna... So in 40 weeks, this thing depletes. We should now, before we don't... No, it's not this. What is it? Deep deposits. Installation using heat from the generator to access almost unlimited deeper veins of resources where they're available. Unlocks access to deep deposits, which are virtually unlimited. Yeah. This you need. Research it. Although we use, oh yeah, we used heat stamps for it. Okay. Could this district be expanded? I didn't know. So the extraction district, we need 150, so we're going to need 350 prefabs and 80 heat stamps. A new voice, overseers. I doubted merit could be rewarded and cherished within the city. I doubted children could still learn to revere their elders, yet here they tend dutifully to my needs. This made me realize what the city can become. The times of mere survival are gone. We must organize. A brighter tomorrow is within our reach. Overseers formed. Support of paid essentials and family apprenticeship. Okay. Yeah, so we have a new IG. 600 merchants and machinists have organized in a faction. Elite engineers by legacy, they wish to establish technological primacy of the few, enforcing control built on the foundations of the traditions of the old empire. They dislike forged additives and accept all outsiders. Well, we have both of those. So they want progress, merit, and tradition. Well, I'll tell you what, overseers. I don't think you guys are going to be too happy in this city. Oh yeah, okay, so we got to take care of some funeral laws. So what do we want to do? Ooh, disease slightly decreased. And research speed is increased. The deceased will be harvested and their healthy body parts used to support city healthcare. Unharvested remains will be incinerated and the ashes transferred to relatives. Or ceremonial funerals. Bodies must be buried untouched after a traditional funeral to show proper respect to the departed. Relatives must be allowed to mourn with dignity. I don't know. I'm going to harvest people. I forget though. Yeah, I said I would pass a law. Because sometimes you just need to have a vote. Let's see. Who can I get? Okay, the laborers could use something to be happier. All do maintenance. Everyone must share the burden of maintaining the city's machinery and infrastructure. Materials demand is slightly decreased. I kind of want to do that because we're banging on materials right now, but I'm trying to get to opening up a couple industrial spots. So yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, now we can vote on it.
The eyes have it.
There we go. There we go.
The delegates have reached a decision. A new law
All right. Actually, let's build the housing district. Oh man, we suck. We should have Frostbroken. Well, we can do it. We can build it here. Yeah. Broken vow. Stuart, the machinists are furious that the city development effort law is no longer in force. What? They wish to remind you of the vow you swore to enact this law. Keeping this vow earned you significant goodwill with their members. Breaking it now is pushing them towards hostility. So what did I pass that canceled that out? Yeah, I want this law. I want the main district. The city development effort. Oh, really? I can't even look at stuff? Forgot you can, like, look at the individual delegates. Alright, fine. I can't even look at the thing until it's done. Whatever. Yeah, so here's the thing. Adaptation, merit, tradition. All the stuff we're moving towards. Okay. Where do we move to? Oh, okay, what do we got? Emergency council session. Stuart, you have been generous handing out promises to numerous groups. It's imperative you see those promises fulfilled in time, or you risk people losing trust in your word. Consider calling an emergency council session to try and push some matters through the council. What are you trying to say here? All due maintenance. Time left 35 weeks. Okay, fine. No, not that one. Wait, what? Past city development. Oh, that was a research. Man, why did I do that? I listened. Oh, I only have 11 weeks to do that? Okay, that's why they said it. The city development effort. I don't know what canceled this out, though. Yeah, this should just pass. Yeah, there we go.
Hear ye, hear ye, the proposed law.
All right. Looks at overseers members leaving the institute. They keep looking at my hands. Every day they come and pester me about my work. What are you doing right now? Can we push the other research along? Why are you halting the drafting of the law we discussed yesterday? They want to influence what we do. Overseers. Poof. Okay. Sure. So, can we build? No. So we need to get to 150 prefabs. We're actually doing okay here. Knock on wood. This game is notorious for just going to all hell in a moment's notice. Now, we're good on food, though, but, I mean, we could use more to build up our stockpile. Okay, so I need to research all do maintenance. So what is this? Everyone must share the burden of maintaining the city's machinery and infrastructure. Materials. Oop. Demand go down. Unproductive do maintenance. Okay. Well, I did promise it. I'm a man of my word. So here's our economy overlay. Cool, cool.
Please dispatch gift boxes to the steward by post to avoid
Here we go. Okay.
viewing.
Alright, so we got that. So now we can switch this back to goods. Was there a building for that? No. The deep melting drill. Alright, so we got this. City is changing. We started a family here. We bore children. We toiled against the hardships like everybody else. But now these overseers, they walk around telling people what to do, what to think. What they spout, though, is utter folly. Against everything that made us. We will not have it. The fate of our children is at stake. We will chart a path for the city. Bohemians have formed. Oh, God. Bohemians. 700 laborers have organized in a faction. These artists and rebels make an art form of adaptation, bringing down inequities or old traditions in a radical way of reimagining the world. They dislike city development effort, paid essentials, and family apprenticeship. Why do the artists need to be against everything that I did? I wanna be cool with the Bohemians here. They're already starting off with one little red fist. Alright, we need another industrial district. So make it 30. Yeah, so if we made one, we'd have a positive here. So we need 100 prefabs. Oh, not and more workers. Broken vow. What is this? Stewart. The merchants are furious that the service exemptions law is no longer in force. Why is this happening? Why is the service exemption law always going out? Stewart, it was only a matter of time. We had an unusually long streak of mild weather, but now meteorologists are clear. There's a familiar drop in air pressure at higher altitudes. A whiteout is coming. The wind will cause extreme cold, and the clouds will blot out the sun. Without shelter and ample food, our people will be at mortal risk. We have to prepare. A whiteout arrives in 80 weeks. Ouch. Okay. So we desperately need to increase food production. And heat production. Laborers admire your leadership. Stewart, the laborers seem to be concerned by the radical ideas of some of the Bohemians. Some of them are family, but their ideals consume them, says one of the elders. They're still good people. We just need your authority to convince them to see reason. They ask you to decry the more extreme Bohemian ideals, so the laborers have leverage when convincing them to abandon their radical ways. Devoted relations with laborers encourage them to cooperate in de-radicalizing Bohemians. Okay. 51 of them left. Okay, go for it. Okay, let's pass the service exemption. I don't understand why it keeps going away. Oh.
Hear ye, the delegates have spoken.
By one vote. Wow. So how many more weeks do I have? 12. 9 weeks and 4 days in recess. Okay. Ouch. Yeah, we can't increase that. Stewart, a law you propose has failed to garner enough votes in the council to come into force. In critical situations, such council gridlock could delay life-saving measures and put the city in grave danger. We foresaw such a possibility when we established the council and drafted amendments granting you, as the steward, broader powers to push crucial legislation through with special procedures. Perhaps the time has come to vote on strengthening your rule in this way. Strong leadership could save us all in a future crisis. Guided voting. Okay. Well. Why haven't we used this core yet? I thought you used the core when you when you add the generator upgrade, I wonder if we gained another one. Oh. I lost the headphone. Alright, what's the most pressing matter right now? Okay, we're losing coal. Although, temperature's about to get warmer. So we need to actually start exploring the Frostland. Because if we do that, we can get more workers. So we need 200 workers for that. Why don't we cut down on this? Just for now, so we can frost break. We need to get to here. It's going to take a little bit.
Do not be alarmed. The contained explosions in the Bohemians' headquarters are part of an art experiment.
Alright, so we'll do that. There's something for goods. Yeah, factories. Salvaging factory. Large facility using discarded prefabs and goods, no matter how soiled, to manufacture new ones with minimal resources. This does increase disease. Mechanical factory. A line factory. So we get either 8 prefabs or 30. So the laborers and merchants want this. The overseers, they all want it. So the Bohemians want the salvaging. Oh, the line factory does have a lot more heat. And this has less. You know, we could do this. We could give the Bohemians something. And it does give us more goods. We'll research this. The salvaging factory. And that will put us in the positive for goods. Alright. So let's frost break again. And get ourselves an extraction team. So who's happiest? Laborers and machinists. Not too happy. Kind of okay. The merchants could use something. Vote for all domains to be held. Huh. Okay, past service exemption. I have to do this one right now. Jesus. Yeah, I want this. Let's vote on it. There we go.
The measure passes.
But now, let's call an emergency council. Service exemptions. Yeah, so this time we're gonna negotiate with people. We're not gonna leave it to chance. So we could do a community action where we just fund a project. So we just pay money. Equal pay. Labor is labor, and thus all will earn equally. This will eliminate discrepancies between the workers and the elite. Or supported quarantine. Contagious people will be placed in quarantine and cared for by the city in dedicated accommodation. We'll do this actually, because we want to keep disease down.
The delegates have spoken.
There we go.
Attention, citizens.
I do not get what's happening here. I gotta look at this. Stewart, the machinists are furious. City development effort. And I want this law. I don't get it. Okay. So we need 400 workforce for that. So let's cut that down, and let's build the logistics thing. So we're still researching the salvaging factory. More population. Well, that's good. So we can increase this. Food. Oh, we need more prefabs. But we also need to frostbreak to it. Oh, and we also got... We should do that. Okay. Alright, so we're about to have the temperature go up. So we need less.
Be proud to be part of a maintenance brigade. Your city thrives because of you.
The salvaging factory. Let's do that. How much does that add again? 40 goods. Still won't be enough. Damn. Yeah, we can increase this. The logistics district is built. Warmer season. First place we go, I want to get people. Food and cores. Okay, well, so not people, but coal and oil, fine. Send them there. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Oh, and we need more housing. Oh, we can research. Maybe it's time we researched, yeah, like a housing block. So, residential tower providing functional shelter with basic amenities to workers and their families. So the Bohemians and the laborers like that. Dense housing block. Residential tower providing compact shelter with low sanitation. More disease. The machinists also like the... Oh wait, just the housing block. Oh, and this will... Oh, okay. Well, you know, we do need to do something that the machinists like. Oh, but that's just a plus 10, whereas this is a plus 20. Ooh. I think it's the subsidized housing block. I think it's worth it. Could do that. I might live to regret that, though. So the heat stamps cost. Alright, so let's build... Oh, we need 600 workers. Spitting dog hair into yarn. Ouch, my finger. These effing spindles. Mrs. Boss Lady keeps joking I'll fall asleep and get woken up by a prince. I don't get it. If a prince came near me, I'd rob him blind, then make him do the bloody spinning. But it's all right. Gonna beat my record today. Nice strong yarn. Auntie Mabel says if I can weave, I can work with her at the mill. Family apprenticeship promises a better future. Okay, City Development Fund. Oh, there it was. So what keeps... I don't understand what keeps canceling this. Let's vote. We only need 9 votes. There we go.
Hear ye, hear ye. The votes
All right.
just passes.
And we got plenty of time for that. All right. Ooh, yeah, we are.
Take note. A new rule enters into force.
So... All right. Let's build another food district. I don't understand. Oh, okay. So is this like one of those things that's like, if you do this, it cancels the other? I keep... Just ignore it. When this is done, I gotta look at the laws. Now they're pissed. Alright, well, I think we've reached a stopping point for the night. This was good. Come back to this at some point. But for now, have a good night.